Oh boy, oh boy. Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Rob?
Oh, buddy. Nothing much, man. How's it going? I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, glad you survived the weekend.
Yeah, it was a quazy. See, I can't even speak today. It was a quazy weekend.
Crazy?
I was hunting wabbits. Before we get into anything, I want to say a big shout out and hello to Scott Lewis. I think I saw Sarah was on there, Gord was on there, Fraser's already in the chat, and Sarah's mom, Mrs. Bratis, is joining us tonight as well. So hello to everybody. So hey guys, welcome to the Heroes World Sidekick show. I am the Caucasian version of this duo, Caucasians.
Half? Where are you going with
the Caucasian half of this duo? Rob Gadet, this is my buddy over here, John. I'm going to tickle his head. Hello, John.
Don't touch me.
Hey, listen. We have a lot to kind of talk about. We're actually turning it over to you, our faithful viewers. Yeah, I think it's kind of like an Ask Us ending, and I'll tell you why. I think we got really tired of jumping into 90s action movies, and we need to put a bit of a pause on that.
I don't know if we got tired of it. It was a lot of work to watch 2 movies a week. So I don't know if we'll have to adjust things going forward.
Yeah. Hey, Lewis, I do need a scotch. I don't know. I haven't been speaking to Lewis, but he seems to be reading my mind. Hey, John, I'm going to give you a bit of a personal update here. So, on Saturday, my son and I, he wanted to try snowboarding. He's 13. He wanted to try snowboarding. I did it 8 years ago. And so I figured, I could shred, like,
I see where this is going.
Yeah, it did not end up well. Suffice to say, I landed on my ass more often than I was on the board. And my son had a bit of a headache. And so we said, you know what? Let's just thank you very much. Let's just get out of here. We're not feeling well. Like I actually thought he had hit his head when he had fallen a couple of times. It turns out, John, he has COVID. So I woke up Sunday morning and I went downstairs bleary-eyed looking for coffee, and I'm like, my wife is awake. My son is in the other room. He ended up being it's 7:30 in the morning. He went back to sleep on the couch, and I'm like looking around, and as I'm pouring coffee, I'm and I'm looking, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I was like, why is there a COVID test here? And then I look at it, and it's got the dual lines. And I was like, oh no. So I said to my wife, well, who's COVID test? And she points to Noah. And I said, it's positive. She goes, no, it's not. I said, yeah, it is. And she's like, stop shitting with me. And I was like, I almost threw it at her to prove it. But I just walked it over to her. Yeah. So we are currently in like a weird lockdown because we can't do anything for 5 days, John.
Yeah, as a precautionary measure, isn't there a lot of false positives from those tests as well? And you kind of like err on the safe side, or he just
I will say he was not well. So okay. The headache was the first indication. The second indication is that he kept napping all Saturday afternoon and went to bed early, and then cold sweats. He had those sweaty dreams, those weird nightmare fever dreams. He had some of those, and then sore throat and just a big pile of shit. So and I am Maury here. According to this, you are not the father. Okay. So at any rate, so that's what's going on in my household, John. How are things with you?
Oh man. All right. So no one's coming near your house for a good 2 weeks, I think. So you're effectively
inviting anybody. Sure, was no concern. Yeah, no concern. I wasn't going to invite anybody anyways.
Oh man! All right.
I did get to see the Batman though, John. I got to see it on Friday. So
yeah, and because of this, you only saw it once, right? Like if under normal circumstances, would you have seen it twice? I thought for sure you were going to see it twice by the time we did this. This show. I'm very tempted to see it a second time. So I don't know if we want to talk too much about Batman. We are going to have a full out review for it. But maybe if we have time later, we'll talk a little bit about it.
But that's the reason, John. Otherwise I was about to buy tickets for Saturday evening, but I was like, I'm a bit tired, and then obviously everything went downhill. So we are turning over today's show to you guys. We're going to talk about, list you some of the stuff that you guys want to ask us, comments, questions, some recommendations, just kind of, the things that we like to do and hang out and talk nerdship. And before we do that, we've got news. And before we do that, John, you got what's going on in the store.
Oh yeah. So new stuff at the shop. We are repping Heroes World, located in Markham, Ontario. You can follow us at Heroes World online on social medias on Facebook and Instagram. And I want to show you guys a couple new things that's coming out, and we're gonna play a quick game. So hopefully Rob's up for it. First things first. The Facebook and Instagram has updated the new comic releases that are coming out this week. So this Wednesday we'll have a whole bunch of new titles. I'm gonna throw a couple here up on the screen just so you can hear about them. So this is the latest issue of I Am Batman #7, featuring an amazing cover by the legendary Ken Lashley. An amazing dude. He's been to the store a couple times to do signings and sketches and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is going to be a really good one. This is the one where Jace Fox actually moves from Gotham City to New York City. So there's going to be Batman in New York City. So this is going to be a pretty interesting book. So you can pick that up on Wednesday. Another cool book coming out is the new Punisher #1, where he is now the leader of the Hand. And he has revealed last week in Daredevil Woman Without Fear, which is the Elektra title where she is Daredevil, they revealed his new symbol. So I'm not going to put it up here in case you wanted to check that out and be surprised. But you can check that out. And I believe he will be rocking the new symbol in this issue. And let's go one more title. I've got Captain Carter.
Oh, look at that.
#1.
What if?
Picking up basically right after the events of that What If episode we saw. We see Sharon Carter kind of being the woman out of time. So taking the very same route that Captain America took, but instead of being frozen in a block of ice, she was kind of teleported through some mysterious dimension. Do we ever reveal exactly what that was? I don't remember anymore, Rob. Do you remember?
You know what? No. And I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't give a shit. So no.
All right, fine. Okay, well, that first episode was phenomenal, so I think people will dig this book, and it's getting pretty good reviews. So that will be out this Wednesday. And if you don't like to read the monthlies or the floppies, as we call them, I don't know if that's a good term for them, but anyways, you can get them in the collected edition after it's all been wrapped up. I believe this is a 5 or 6 issue arc, so look forward to in about 5 to 6 months a nice collected edition of this book. And then can I show you some cool stuff in the vein of something most of us saw on the weekend?
Yeah.
All right.
Uncharted.
So let's go. Did you go see Uncharted again? You son.
No, I did not. I played the games. All right.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking Hot Toys here. So this is part of their new line called the Cos Rider. So this is, like you can see in the picture there, it's about 13 centimeters tall. It's a Batman that kind of fits in these little, I don't know what you would call it, a mechanical ride that we used to have at the malls and around town. You would put quarters, or I guess now you'd have to put a loony or toonie in them, and they would basically just rock back and forth. But I know a lot of people didn't.
Kind of like those beds, John, that you used to go to those Have-A-Nap motels where you used to drop
at the motels. Now you know where Rob has been staying, because I've never actually seen one of those in person. I've only seen those in the movies. So shout out to Rob at the Holiday Inn or wherever the hell he was going. But do you ever remember? I don't know if this was maybe an Asian thing or whatever, but kids would climb inside and like a parent or older brother or sister would actually rock the thing instead of paying the $2.
No, I cannot. I cannot comment on that because I never saw that.
So you didn't see that, but you saw the mechanical beds. All right. Got it. What exactly is the goal of the mechanical bed? Was it supposed to be like a massage, or was it for other?
Yes, John. It was supposed to be
adult
for a
purposes.
Massage.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was to help. If this bed's a rocking, don't come a knocking or deposit another dollar.
Because the thought never occurred to me. Hey, Rob, I'm in bed. I can't fall asleep right now. Why don't I throw some quarters in this bed and it vibrates the shit out of me, and maybe I'll fall asleep. Like I never put 2 and 2 together there. But this is a cool little item, and they do have multiple versions.
Oh, so that's John's. There you go, John. That's your jam right there on the right. The Batman Forever.
Is that Forever? Yeah, that looks like Forever. I actually have grown to appreciate this design. I hated it when I was growing up. But I watched a little bit of it over on Crave, and actually really kind of like dug the look of this Batmobile. But they've done a whole bunch. So there's also the Bat wing from Batman '89, and they have a whole bunch. And these light up with LEDs, and they actually rock back and forth with music. And if you get a bunch of them, somehow they sync up and they all rock in unison. So that's kind of a funny little feature. You notice I'm not mentioning any prices because we're going to play a game after this. So let's keep it rolling, folks. Thanks everybody in the comments. We're going to get to you guys in a second. Yeah, shaky, wakey. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right, Lewis. Maybe when you got to wake up, that's when you toss the quarters in, and then you're like,
but that means you're already awake. Then that makes no sense. Maybe, I'm going to wake up and toss quarters in just to get myself out of bed. No, maybe. I don't think so, John. No,
maybe. Or or you do it on your brother or sister or something like that. That'd be kind of funny.
Going in a
all right, next
direction.
item here.
All right.
So this is another part of their cost rider set.
Okay.
So the other one, this one is a bit larger. You can see in the picture there, it's 20 centimeters big. And this one actually comes with multiple arms. So you can put him in the car or next to the car. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. And this is all from Hot Toys as well. So let me show you another one here. So this is another Cost Baby line. So these are all kind of similar to theme. This one has the kind of that red tinge that we saw in the Jim Lee
cover. Yeah.
Yeah. It is black light activated as well. I don't know if anyone rocks a black light in their house. Rob, I know you got a couple behind you, right, with your vibrating bed.
Yeah, and my lava lamps. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, listen to
Sade. Gord's comment. I don't know if I suggested that exactly, but I may have. So I don't know. So this one, and it does come in the regular natural color as well. So if you're into like babyfied, would you actually be interested in any of these, Rob? Do you like this kind of idea of the, almost like the Funko Pop, the baby eyes style of characters are kind of, they call it super deforming or cutesifying things. So not really your jam. So we wouldn't go in your collection behind you there and find something cute.
I do have a couple of Funko Pops. Like I have the Michael Knight Rider one because of Kit. I have a couple of from Lost because one of my favorite TV shows, but that's about it. I don't collect Funko Pops. It's just not my... Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I think some of them are really, really cool. It's just not my thing. But those, I would collect Funko Pops over getting those. But anyways, I digress. This looks pretty cool. Now, this is my jam.
So this is the new Hot Toys, the Batman figure. And it comes with a bat light. Bat signal. So this is a 1/6 scale, basically a movie replica. Lights up.
Keep talking, John. Don't worry. Keep going.
Okay. You're distracting me though. All right. Anyways, so there's a really nice piece from Hot Toys. This is their jam. How do you feel about this likeness to your guy, Edward Cullen?
My guy,
Robert Pattinson.
Me and Bobby P. I think it looks all right. I will say it looks a little. He looks probably about 10 years older in this face sculpt, for what it's worth. But I think it's all right.
Yeah. I think the skin tone is not quite there yet. So never know. Some of these are sometimes prototype shots and all that kind of stuff. If you can read the small print, so you never know what might change about that. Interestingly enough, they did show a picture of it with this Bat motorbike that they have not listed for sale yet, but it is a sign of things to come. So that I think that's hella cool. I can't wait to see this in person, and I'm sure the other characters from the movie are going to get this type of treatment as well. So start saving your money now. And then this is the Iron Studios 1/10 scale, the Batman statue. So they've been just nailing this scale right now. 1/10 scale is their market. They're just owning it, and they usually are pretty affordable. But it looks pretty detailed. You can see the kind of like the detail on his belt there and things like that. And it's about 26 centimeters tall. And it looks.
I like the base on it.
Yeah,
like I mean, it just kind of differentiates itself a little bit, right? It's simple, but it's cool.
Yeah. It's got its own design. Like I don't think we've seen that thing before.
Right.
But maybe upon second viewing of the movie. So now that you've seen all these glorious products, Rob, we're gonna play a little game here. So come on down, folks. You guys can play at home as well. I put this together quickly on a Jamboard. So the things you learn when you're in school with your children. And we're gonna try and guess.
Good on you.
Rob's
buddy.
gonna try and guess all
Oh,
the prices
shit.
of these items. I was gonna say
I
put it
feel
in order
like
of
I'm at a
lowest to
disadvantage
highest.
because, like, usually in The Price is Right, people are shouting at you what the prices are.
Well, there's tons of stuff going on in the chat.
So,
Going to
okay, so sorry.
782, which is not a number unless he quickly added all those numbers together. Which is impressive.
So sorry, John. What's the $30? Are you saying is it higher or lower than $30?
No. These are movable, so you can these go wherever.
Oh,
they ended up just landing
sorry.
there. So these are the prices, and let's put them where you think they should go. So I don't know what the usual strategy is. I think it's usually pick the cheapest thing and pick the most expensive thing. About process of elimination. Try it. Everyone just start shouting now, and hopefully we can hear you.
Okay, so
go
John,
ahead, Rob.
So John, I'm going to do 300 on the Iron Studios.
300 Iron Studios here.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to do 170 on the one next to it.
Yeah. So these are USD prices.
Yep.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to do any.
I'm going to do 85 on the bat signal.
Okay.
I'm going to do shit. I'm going to do shit. Okay, wait. I'm going to do 60 on the bat signal.
Bat signal 60.
I'm going to do I don't know if I don't feel confident in this. Shit. I'm gonna do 160 on the bat. Shit. I'm gonna do 160 on the. You know what? I'm gonna do 160 on the bat signal, John. 160 on the bat signal. I'm gonna do 60 right where I actually 60 on the Batman, the red Batman.
This guy.
Yeah. I'm going to do 85 on the first one. And actually, red Batman 30, 60 on the Batman car. So swap those two around. Yeah, that's my.
That looks pretty good. I don't know if you want to consult the chat quickly and scroll through there.
Gorgeous is wrong, all wrong. So I don't know.
Scott, I paused for a second. I go, did I just leave these in the exact order that they're supposed to be? But no. I thought I put it together properly. So we're gonna find out in a second. So all folks, if you are playing at home, lock in your answers, and hopefully we'll be able to play.
Wait. Yeah. One last thing I want to swap. 170 and 300. Swap those around. Because I forgot that the Batman that's a Hot Toys. So yeah, 170. Okay, there. I'm good. I'm locked in.
Look at that. All right. Okay. I thought you did that on purpose, just so you could have something to what's it called, to create dramatic pause at the end.
All right, let's go. Show me. Whammies.
What are you most confident in?
What am I most confident in?
Yeah.
The 300 for the Hot Toys.
300 for the Hot Toys. Okay, so let's do that one here. So that you are right. Bang.
Oh,
$300.
All right. I get that one. All right. Like you're sending it to me. Okay.
Yeah. Watch the mailbox.
Every day going
starting tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna go 170. Let's just check. Let's do for the Iron Studios.
Iron Studios 170. Whoa! Look at you. Rob's on a roll.
I'm gonna go 85. Let's flip over to 85, John.
85. All right. I need someone to hit it. All right, so you get nothing. I don't know if you got that perfect. It would have been
okay. Well, that's okay. You know what? Let's do the bat signal because it is a Hot Toys thing. I don't know. Yeah.
Bat signal 160.
Okay, so I'm obviously the lower ones I have wrong. Let's just do the 30. The 30.
Boom.
Okay, so there we go. So I was off by those two. So
you only got those mixed up. I think because the scale of I guess the electronics in the coin operated looking thing were not quite appreciated.
But I thought they were going to be more. That's why I put the 85.
Yeah. That Batmobile is pretty big. Like when we saw the picture earlier, it is like 20 centimeters tall or something. So it does look pretty big. But thank you for playing, everybody. Thank you for playing, Rob. we're gonna send you home with the lovely Sidekick Show home board game, which is under construction right now. So good luck with that. Let's go. Kick it over to Rob. Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everybody for sticking with us. The price is wrong.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I should have grabbed that. That's from Happy Gilmore, right?
It is. It is.
Oh my god.
Hey, just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope you're having fun with this first little game. Okay, hey, I got some news for you guys. We'll talk about some more news stuff throughout the course of the show if you want, but this is the news for Monday, March the 7th. Hey, John, I have some news.
1 second. I'm grabbing your slides here. Unless you needed your slide right away.
Oh my god, this production assistant is killing me.
All right, we're loaded up. All right.
So
you go ahead and I'll throw up what I can.
All right. Hey, John, I have some news regarding the Batman. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure. Of course I want to hear it. Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, the box office tally of the Batman was quite good, earning $134 million at the North American box office this weekend, and a global amount of $258 million, John. So it is considered a hit. It's about a $200 million production. So I think Warner Brothers are very happy with that. Total, it's the second highest pandemic opening, obviously not close to Spider-Man No Way Home, which made, I think it was 220 in its opening weekend, but still 134 million for a Batman movie that is definitely not marketed for kids. Now, as you may remember, John, HBO had greenlit a prequel series about Gotham PD. We had talked about this numerous times. They also greenlit a Penguin TV show starring Colin Farrell. This weekend, Matt Reeves has been doing a lot of press for this movie, and he essentially said, listen, the Gotham PD show is no longer happening. It kind of morphed into an Arkham Asylum-based series. So the Gotham PD idea is now has been shelved. But he also did confirm that talks about a Batman sequel have been happening for some time, but right now he wants to focus. He wants the fans, to focus and connect on Robert Pattinson's Batman. So more information on these TV shows will be forthcoming, I'm sure. But late this evening, there was confirmation. I didn't grab the individual's name, but somebody had updated her Twitter feed. She's apparently a showrunner for some big name TV shows, that she is now the showrunner for the Penguin TV series on HBO Max. So I'm sure we're going to be getting a Penguin show in the next couple of years. It makes sense if they can produce something of quality. Look what happened with Peacemaker. So for sure, you're going to get some spin-off TV shows from the Batman movie. Now, we do have some casting news to talk about here. We're going to stick with Batman for a quick second. Keanu Reeves will be voicing the Dark Knight in the upcoming animated feature, The League of Super Pets, which stars The Rock and Kevin Hart, who voiced Crypto and Ace the Bat Hound, respectively. Warner Brothers released a 90-second trailer, or I guess a small clip, with Keanu as Batman. John, did you get a chance to look at it or to watch it?
I did not. This is my first time hearing this. Look at that Batman. That Batman is crazy looking.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's too bad. I actually put in my notes that thoughts with a question mark. So you didn't see the trailer. Anybody in chat happen to see the trailer with Keanu doing his Batman voice?
He does a Batman voice? Oh, man.
Well, it just sounds like Keanu, actually. He's like,
okay.
So you're a dog.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. Like that, yeah. So I'm the knight. You're a dog. So that's all right. Well, if you didn't see it, we're gonna move on. We do have.
It was
some
excellent.
News.
It was most
Thanks.
excellent.
Thanks. Yeah. We do have some news that came out of left field, John. Hey, John, did you ever watch I Am Legend with Will Smith?
I did, yes.
Well, it appears that Big Willie will be back for a sequel to the 2007 movie. And the Fresh Prince himself is bringing Michael B. Jordan to star alongside him. Now, both actors are also producing the movie, the plot of which is being kept under wraps. Now, no director is currently attached. No idea when production would start, but I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers will want to get this going in the next couple of years. So, John, is I Am Legend, did you ever think you'd be getting a sequel to I Am Legend. Does this excite you?
What year did that movie come out?
As per my notes and where I just said 2007, John.
I know. And how long?
Thank you for paying
I thought you were going to
attention.
say X amount of years ago, but that's well over 10 years ago. I'm not going to do the rest of the math.
Seriously,
but
John?
Minimum 10.
It's 15 years, man.
Yeah. And at the time I saw the movie, yes, you did at the end of the movie go, man, when are we going to see more? And then 15 years proceeded to pass. And now it's back in the mix.
Right.
Sure, I'm down. Michael B. Jordan, an amazing talent that we've watched grow up from Friday Night Lights and The Wire, teamed up with another great actor that we've seen grow up from Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Team up together. Sure, I don't know what they're gonna do in this movie though. Is Will Smith gonna play like his current? Is everyone going to play their current age, or are they going to age up one guy or something? I don't know.
Does this give you the impetus to go and watch I Am Legend right now? It is on Netflix, so is it something that you'd be like, oh, maybe I'm going to fire it up again because of this news?
I don't remember super loving it, so I think I've only ever seen it once. Would I watch it again? I don't know. I think I'm with Sarah, which is when the dog died. If the dog survived the movie, maybe I'd be down with watching it again.
Right. All right. Maybe
are you going to go fire it up?
What if it was Keanu going, that's my dog?
Yeah. Then
killed my dog.
Zombie killing frenzy?
Yeah. I'll probably fire it up again. Why not? It's been a really long time since I saw it. So, that was the very first indication we were ever going to get a Batman v Superman movie, right? They showed that logo in the background, remember? It was like a fan thing in New York Times Square. But anyways, rounding out our cast news today, hey, John, remember a couple weeks ago we talked about the reboot to Quantum Leap that NBC had? Yes, we did. NBC greenlit. Well, Raymond Lee has been cast as the next fella to step into the Quantum Leap accelerator. This show takes place 30 years after the disappearance of Dr. Sam Beckett, as played by Scott Bakula. And Lee's character, Dr. Ben Song, has picked up the work on the time travel project, and his character is described, John, as a scientist and a man of faith. So, John, as this gets closer, are you excited to revisit Quantum Leap?
I remember really liking the show, but I was never able to kind of watch it on a regular basis. It was just it happened to be on or whatever. I didn't really have great TV options back in the day. So yeah, I'm definitely down. You think they're going to reuse the old theme song? I feel like they have to use the theme song. No,
sure, why not? Go for it. I'd be down for that.
Not like a remix of it, or something.
A remix by Skrillex.
Yeah, dubstep.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna I think you've talked many times about the ending of Quantum Leap, which I don't recall ever seeing when I was youngster, whatever. Do you think they're going to pick up those threads? Do you think they're going to give you answers that you've been waiting, I don't know how many years for?
Well, so there's been no confirmation about Scott Bakula really partaking in this. However, it does, the synopsis, and I don't have the synopsis. I've had it before and we've talked about it, but to paraphrase, it does say, following the events of of Dr. Sam Beckett, who was still lost in the quantum accelerator, a new team follow in his footsteps in an attempt to understand the machine and find Dr. Beckett throughout time. So, maybe this is the whole, it's not a reboot. This is a continuation of the story. So he's still out there, jumping through time, throughout different people's lives, right? Putting right the things that went wrong. So, maybe we end up seeing him. Maybe that's their mission, is to pull him out, and maybe he becomes the new Al. Who knows? But
I don't recall though. Did he have to accomplish the mission before he could jump, or was it like he had a limited time to do it and he would jump regardless?
I think he had limited time. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, they never. That was the weirdest. I don't think I've ever had a show I can recall ending where it never ended on a good. You're like, wait, he's still going? They didn't pull him out and be like, we saved you and let's all get a beer. He was the show ended and he just kept leaping. You're like, what? I remember just
Did you ever watch The Journeyman?
Yes.
Which was it was kind of a very similar idea. and
Yeah,
it ends kind
back.
of similarly. Yeah.
But they canceled that show, and it's just too bad because I really
Yeah.
actually like that show. That's where I first heard of Snow Patrol because they did the theme song. And finally, hey John, you know how I always tell you this breaking news right after I finish rounding up all the news? Well, it happened again, bud. Right before I logged off from work for the day, I usually email myself the news, and it was broken that Amazon Studios is currently in talks with Sony to develop a God of War TV series. Based on the series of games, but mostly based off the 2018 reboot of the franchise. Now, God of War Ragnarok, the sequel, is supposed to be dropping later this year. Did you ever play God of War, either the original ones on the PS2 and 3? Or...
I played the original. Yeah, I played the original, and the story was actually really, really cool. And I heard it gets pretty dark later on. So, and I'm kind of a sucker for this kind of era of stuff, like Spartacus and like kind of like the theming of these the gods and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. Did you ever play the 2018 reboot?
I played like when they redid it with the new graphics and everything like that.
Yeah, as a whole, it was a different mode of storytelling and everything else. I mean, it was still Kratos and everything else, but they changed up how the mechanics and everything else were. Yeah. So did you play it? It was just called God of War.
Oh no, the new one. No, I never got to play that one.
No,
I played the one that was basically like a hack and slasher or whatever you would call it.
Right. All right. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for participating, John.
What do you want from me?
Oh, a lot. Trust me. But unfortunately, I'm always left wanting more. But that, John, is the news. I'm sure there's actually a few other things I'm sure we'll try to talk about with chat.
What about, wasn't there like a Walking Dead spinoff just announced as well?
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't really want to add that. But yes. There is a Walking Dead spinoff that was announced because obviously the Walking Dead on AMC is coming to a close, and they've just announced that Negan and Maggie are getting their own spinoff. It's called Isle of the Dead. Following Maggie and Negan in a post-apocalyptic Manhattan. Apparently, it's the 5th television spinoff, John, of the original show.
There's 5 like that are in the works.
Yeah, because I guess there's also
only 2 that are out, right?
Well, there was Fear the Walking Dead, and then there was, I don't know, something else, and then there was what's his face, Daryl and Carol had their own.
It was called the Daryl and Carol Show.
It is. It's called Daryl and Carol. That's the so that was being worked on. I know that there's supposed to be a movie with Andrew Lincoln. I don't know. Anyways, according to the article, it's the 5th Walking Dead spinoff series. Isle of the Dead. So right. I don't know. I stopped watching after season 5, I think, or 4. So I don't know. It's not that I'm not into it, but for those who are excited, it looks like Sarah's quite happy about
it. Just Sarah in our group. Just Sarah.
Just Sarah.
Oh my God. All right. So I guess we will not be tuning in.
It's not something that we're going to be reviewing. I can guarantee. Shut up. I can guarantee that.
All right. And that's the news. Well, I had another image here. What was this image, Rob? Was I supposed to put this up?
That's from Quantum Leap.
Oh, okay.
That's when he steps into the
quantum. I thought it was Wolverine for a second there.
What the hell? No, that's when he steps into the quantum accelerator. And off he goes.
All right. I feel like, is Quantum Leap streaming on anything? I feel like that should be something we should be rewatching.
You know what? I've always looked to see, and it never is. Because it's something I'm like, but then I remember like iTunes had it on sale like a number of years ago, and it was like $120. I was like, get out of here. I am not paying. Let me see. Quantum Leap is available on iTunes. Let me see what season 1 would cost you, John. What do you want to go? $15.
Oh, that's cheap. Yeah.
For season 1.
Yeah. And then what? The other season is like $40-$50.
Yeah, oh, I'll take a look.
Yeah. Remember the days of you used to have to go to your local Future Shop or Best Buy to buy your favorite season of TV on DVD or whatever?
Yeah, man.
And I'm pretty sure it was around like $60-$80 at least for like a CSI season, whereas they just give it away now.
Well, the really weird thing, John, is that they only have season 1.
Yeah. That seems to be an issue with some of these older shows and things like that. Sometimes something happens with the rest of the seasons, or maybe they purchase one season or remaster one season, put it digitally and see if people buy it. And then if it happens, great. And then sometimes you don't see the rest of it. So that's
yeah, there was 5 seasons and only season 1 is available in Canada on iTunes. So, and none of them are streaming anywhere else.
Yeah. All right.
That's it, man.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, thanks to everybody for sticking with us through that. And thanks everybody for allowing us to pause the 90s action bracket. We're going to get to that in a second. We might have to rejig the format so we don't have to have everybody watching 2 movies a week or whatever we're going to do.
Are we doing that tonight? Are we selecting?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
This show was your idea, so this guy's like...
All right. Let's turn it over to chat. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to ask us? Anything. We are open books for you.
I think Scott asked if we are excited for Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Because now we're in a weird hiatus where nothing is on right now, right? There's no Star Wars show, there's no Marvel show,
right?
And we've got a couple movies coming up. There's you said there's a Ryan Reynolds movie coming up this weekend.
Yeah, the Adam Project.
Yeah, so shout outs to that. But Moon Knight, are you excited for this? Yeah. End
man. Month. You know what? So I saw SNL on the weekend. I'm not sure if you caught it or not. Probably not. But Oscar Isaac.
How are you supposed to watch it? I don't have cable TV.
Okay. Oscar
I'm
Isaac.
saying, how do you watch it if you don't have cable TV?
Okay, it's online, I guess. Oscar Isaac was the host. And so he seems pretty pumped for Moon Knight. I'm pretty pumped. I think it's one of those things where I want to see more trailers. I want to see more teasers, but then I don't, right? I think the last one we saw was around the Super Bowl, and you saw that shot of him jumping off the roof, and the cape goes into like a moon as he was jumping on a couple of guys or whatever. So yeah, man, I'm down. I'm quite looking forward to this because I'm not a big Moon Knight fan just for the absence of it. Never really caught me as a character. And I think it was one of those things where it kind of came and went. He would be in a limited series and he'd be gone. And he never really crossed over into many Marvel stuff. Like he was just kind of on the periphery of things, right? So I don't really know a lot about Moon Knight, but I have a little bit of familiarity, so I'm pretty stoked to watch it. What do you think, John?
Yeah, the new comic series is a lot of fun right now. He's got kind of like this little agency, or like almost like a private eye, but kind of like just an I help you type agency, and that's where he wears this weird Moon Knight suit where it's like the tight mask and like a white suit and all that kind of stuff that we have seen in some of the teaser posters. So I'm looking forward to them kind of combining elements of that and whatever kind of old school stuff they get into. And yeah, people are excited. So I'm excited to it's going to be coming out weekly again. You think they're going to do the double episode drop on the first one?
I don't think so. I think that they'll just do the one. I think they'll just do one episode.
Yeah, back to one.
I could be wrong. I don't know how many episodes there are. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. So I guess I'm not really too sure.
Yeah. So hopefully y'all are excited for Moon Knight as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. Can it live up to the hype? I feel like the hype is pretty up there right now, Rob. I think people are excited for this. So it's not like some of the other series, like, when Hawkeye was coming out, people are like, Hawkeye, he's cool, whatever. But I feel like people are actually looking forward to this. So this one's got some expectations on its shoulders to hang with.
Yeah, I'm down. Gord has a question.
Yes.
Sliders or Quantum Leap?
Ooh. Okay, who is technically the lead of Sliders, or is it considered an ensemble?
No, I think the lead was Jerry O'Connell.
Was it Jerry O'Connell? Yeah. So it's almost Jerry O'Connell versus Scott Bakula. who was
I'm going to go
more,
Quantum Leap for myself. I would always go Quantum Leap. I'm a bit like I kind of like history stuff, and I mean I know it's fantastical history, but there are still moments in history that he jumped into, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, right? Like I kind of enjoyed that. So for me, it was always Quantum Leap. Was much more fun than Sliders. That said, I kind of enjoyed the first couple seasons of Sliders. Then it got bananas, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, there's a special place in my heart for Jerry O'Connell because of the show that we both grew up with. My Secret Identity. You'll never guess My Secret Identity, where he basically played this kid that gets zapped with a ray from what's his name, Dr. Jeffcoat or something like that.
Yep.
And he gets superpowers. So he's like every kid's dream. He's like I don't even know if he was a teenager. He might have been younger than that. But this kid who gets superpowers. And he called himself Ultraman, I think, which is kind of like a no-no because there's a Japanese character that's named Ultraman. So I guess I don't know if that's the part of the reason why we don't see this show on streaming or anything like that. And he would fly around using aerosol cans, very bad for the environment,
to propel himself. And then they changed it. Remember, like season 4, they said, "Oh, he got hit by the ray again," and then he didn't have to use the aerosol cans anymore.
I feel like there was several story tropes where he got hit by the ray and his powers went away, and then he got hit by the ray, so his powers would come back. Another thing that should be on streaming, but it's not for some reason. But I think I'm with you. I think Quantum Leap was the more classic, iconic show that you actually remember. The overall theming and everything like that. Sliders, I kind of like vaguely remember that there was other people in the cast.
Yeah, there were,
and they did.
John
Rhys
some really Davies, cool I think, was in it, and. If you are a fan of the Quantum Leap, if you kind of enjoyed Sliders, there's a show I've mentioned it before, John. It's on Netflix called Travelers, with Eric McCormick. I think it was only 3 seasons, maybe 4, but they told a complete story. It didn't end on a cliffhanger. They were never, but maybe it's 4 seasons. But anyways, it's on Netflix. I would highly recommend people go and check it out. It is pretty cool, called Travelers, and it's about people who time travel into our current time, but it's their consciousness that travels, and they inhabit people's bodies who are about to die. Okay. So it is a pretty cool, and they have to try to stop a cataclysmic event that could change and alter the future. So it's pretty cool. Travelers, I would recommend that.
Travelers, all right. So yeah, if you want something in the vein of Quantum Leap and Sliders, check out Travelers, Rob's recommendation. A couple guys shout out The Expanse. Sorry guys, I wish I could get into it. Rob, have you done The Expanse at all, or not your jam?
No. There's so many other things going on, man. I just started Ozark season 4.1.
Oh my God, about time. I highly recommend that to everyone, but nobody asked about that today. So let's keep going with that. I guess they don't want to hear about Ozark, but we do highly recommend Ozark. I think someone did mention Picard. Rob, I think you said you're going to dive into Picard later on, right? Or you have no interest in this show?
Well, I wasn't a big fan of season 1 at all. I kind of hate watched it. I will watch this season, but I'm not like clamoring. I didn't mind Discovery as an example, but this new season of Discovery, I haven't watched any of it. I'm kind of just going to wait until it finishes up loading, and then I'll just kind of watch them all because I find like if I start to lose interest, I'll then just let it build. I did this with Arrow the last couple of seasons. I'd watch a couple week to week, and then I was like, ugh. And then I would let like 3 or 4 build up and play catch up. And so I'll probably just wait for Picard to finish its run. But I mean, have you seen season 1? I think Lewis has. But
yeah, so I haven't seen season 1, but a lot of people love this show. Even one of our good buddies, Andre, who generally doesn't like some of the stuff that we're watching. So I dove straight into season 2. This is something I like to often experiment with. I dove straight into season 2, episode 1.
Okay.
And I dug it. I wasn't totally lost.
Really?
There was some things going on that I was like, what the F? But I feel like this generation of Star Trek, like if this was some type of Deep Space Nine spinoff or something like that, but Next Gen, I feel like I have the most experience with. I don't know if that's the Star Trek that you most recognize, or if it goes all the way back to Captain Kirk and Spock and those guys. But
okay. Yeah, I'm starting to yawn just thinking about it. But all right. Yeah.
Okay, so I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It looked really good. I don't know if I think it's up there with like the look, like how good and expensive it looks that with some of the stuff that Disney Plus is putting out right now. So I look forward to watching more. And I wasn't super lost, so we might actually do an episode covering the Picard season 2, either the whole season as a whole, or we might jump into the episode. So I'll keep that talk to a minimum, especially Rob's falling asleep on on there. So.
I definitely will watch it. It just, it's not a priority for me right now.
Yeah. All right. So let's see.
I feel like I've been watching a little bit more movies as of late. So I watched this one on Netflix. I don't know if anybody's seen this or not. It's called The Vault with Freddie Highmore from The Good Doctor. And it's in, you know what? Because sometimes like
Good Doctor. Where do I know that from?
TV, The Good Doctor.
What's it about?
He's a doctor, but I think he has autism.
He said he's a doctor, but he's good. Thanks. Okay. Anyway, so whatever. Good Doctor.
Well.
It doesn't ring a bell now that you describe it because you.
All right. I've never seen that show. Anyway, but he's been known for other things as well. I think he was in Bates Motel and this and that. But he's in this movie called The Vault, and it kind of came out around the same time that I don't know if it was Army of the Dead came out or Army of Thieves. At any rate, it kind of got lost, and it was just something that I always, it's one of those, hey, this, recommendation for you, and I put it on my list. You know what, man? It was like, I don't know, an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and a half. It was it's not winning any Academy Awards, but it was a pretty cool watch. It was easy. It was fun. Like for me, it was fun to kind of watch it. I didn't regret spending my time on this bank heist, this kind of Ocean's 11-ish type movie. So yeah, man, if anybody's never seen The Vault, it's on Netflix. It's worth, giving it a shot. It's all right. Yeah.
All right. The Vault. Have you watched, Gord asked if anyone's watched Severance.
No.
Looks like it has Christopher Walken in it.
Yeah, it does. It's on Apple TV Plus. This is by Ben Stiller. Yeah.
Adam Scott. Like these are some heavy hitters. I find that a lot of people aren't watching these shows on Apple TV. You find? Either they don't have subscriptions or something.
Yeah, it's what, $7 a month or $6 a month. I think people just, I think they don't. Apple TV doesn't do themselves enough service that you don't need an Apple product to be able to watch it. You can, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, you can get it through there. You can get it through your PlayStation. Like you can get it through other methods, not just the Apple TV or through your iPad or iPhone. I don't think they don't really advertise that service, to be very honest with you. I think they advertise the shows more than the service. So like the morning show, the Ted Lasso, but then they don't piggyback off of that stuff to say, hey, you can watch this on any other, on your streaming services. It's an app like that. Anyways, I haven't seen Severance. I do want to see it, but that does remind me, John, today we got notification that production on season 3 of Ted Lasso has started. So, we're all pretty excited for that because I'm a big Ted Lasso fan, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen this upcoming season. So, we had a cliffhanger on season 2, John.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I banked a bunch of episodes, so I haven't finished season 2. So I'm gonna.
Wait it's a good thing I didn't spoil it for you then.
If you're like cliffhanger, I think I can wait a second. Scott shouts out "Love Is Blind" season 2. I think my wife watches that. And
I am not surprised that Scott mentions that. That is very on brand for our friend Scott. I'm trying to think what other movies I've watched, John. I've watched like a whole whack of movies. I guess I should go back into my list and fucking remember what the hell it was. I was just trying to plow through a bunch of movies that were on my list and just being like, just knocking them out. And I guess I've done so many of them now, I can't remember what the hell it was.
I finished up a show that I started a while ago, and I think I've mentioned it to some of the people in the chat here. It's one of those Korean dramas called My Name. And it was really good. It was 8 episodes. It was really good right up to episode 6. And then just the last 2 episodes just like go off the rails and just kind of ruin the whole thing for me. So I was kind of like, I should have left it at 6 episodes and never came back.
Fair enough.
Then in my head, it would have been like a great show. But then I probably would have recommended it to someone and they would have been like, what the hell was this shit?
Yeah, it's about right. I'm really irritated. I'm trying to find my history of what I've been watching.
Whoa, that's a dangerous thing.
It is.
Did you enjoy, I know you're a big fan of the Law and Order. I don't know if anyone out there watched
Law and
Order season 21 with
Yes.
Anthony Anderson, the guy from Burn Notice. I always forget his name, so he's always forever the guy from Burn Notice.
And now I can't remember his name now for whatever reason.
Cast of people. So did you enjoy it? I heard it got good reviews. Did it not?
Yeah, it got decent reviews. It's 2 episodes in, so it's every Thursday at 8:00, which I don't think it does very well at that time. I think that they kind of they pull back a little bit on the heaviness because it's 8:00. It's still considered like prime time with like family viewing hour. But they're trying to they do Law and Order, SVU, and then Criminal Intent. So like their Thursdays are the Law and Order day right now. Mm-hmm. And I think to be honest, I think it's not good. I think they need to be. It needs to be on a later evening time of the day, but whatever. Yeah, it's good. Sorry, my computer just told me to plug my computer in, but it is plugged in, so I must have kicked the power cord out. So if I happen to go offline, that would not be good.
Jeffrey Donovan, yeah,
there we go.
He's actually really cool. I like him I really liked him in Bird Notice, but the early seasons. The show didn't kind of work out that great towards the end. I usually like seeing him in whatever he's in. I expected him to start narrating during the episode. It would have been funny.
I'm gonna just remove myself from the stream and fix my replug my computer before I drop out. Keep going.
Oh my god! All right, what's up, folks? So All of Us Are Dead. Gordon, Sarah recommending this one, another Korean drama. In the zombie apocalypse horror genre. Why am I not surprised? It seems to really be. I don't like this whole like just me full screen. I don't know. I can't change it. Oh wait, I can add Rob to the screen. Look at it. Watch him fix this. Look at the stuff in his background. Anyways, yeah. So that was good. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. So Scott said, yeah. Burn Notice, yeah. I found those early seasons were really good. He was basically teaching you how to do his thing. That was a lot of fun. And then they added Army of Darkness guy whose mind slipped, Bruce Campbell, to the mix. And that was a lot of fun. And they even had a spin-off show at one point that I think didn't quite work out. Let's see. Jonathan Yo says Tom Hardy's Taboo is finally showing up. I hear Rob poking around, but let's look up this Taboo. Well, it's an older series, so 2017. All right, I can't really find a good picture of it, but it was on the FX network. A lot of my favorite shows were on the FX network. The Shield, Sons of Anarchy come to mind right now, but yeah. Okay, that's cool. Furia. I don't know if Furia. Gordon is suggesting this one here. Let me see. If it's another zombie-themed horror show, Gordon, we're going to have to talk here. All right. No. Okay. Oh, I know this girl. Not like know this girl, but this girl.
All right.
What's up, Rob?
Hey,
you have fun setting up your stuff?
You know what? I put a new TV in my office, and I think I had mistakenly unplugged my laptop. I didn't realize. So
you never plugged it back in.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't realize. I have a lot of cables going on underneath my.
You should invest in some decent cable management.
Yeah, well, so it's funny. I was actually thinking I got to get one of those things that go underneath my desk. But I have like a huge power bar. So I got to get some adhesive. Anyways, it doesn't make a difference. Somebody came here for this.
Nobody gives a shit about your under the desk shenanigans.
You know what it was, John? I was making a bed under my desk, and like George Costanza, and I think I may have fucked it up.
Space Force season 1. That's the Steve Carell show, right?
Yeah, no.
I heard that was fun.
Yeah.
The Tourist. I feel like I've heard the name before.
Hey, just for the record, because people are saying, cable management is important. I actually have decent cable management. It's all off on one side. No. It's all off on one side, but I like I said, I got a new TV in my office here, and whatever, doesn't make a difference. Do you have a TV in your bedroom, John?
I do, much to my dismay. I want to get it out of there, but
what about you guys in chat? Do you guys have? Do you have? I don't need Velcro ties. I just need everything was fine. I just unplugged something and forgot to plug it back in. Does everybody? You guys are nutting me. Does people in chat? Do you guys have televisions in your bedroom? Let us know. And
what's your issue? Do you usually like? I hate it because when my wife watches something and I'm gone off to sleep, the light I can't get over the light and the sound. So I end up, if she's up late watching something, I'm up late watching something. But it's been kiboshed over the last couple of years because of the kids and all that kind of stuff. So what about you, Rob?
Well, here's why I asked this question is because if you remember a couple weeks ago, I said to you my TV had went on the fritz. I had a 55-inch LG, 4K television. I went and got it repaired, and then like literally 2 weeks later on Super Bowl Saturday, right, it died.
Super Bowl Saturday is a thing? I thought it was Super Bowl
the day.
Sunday.
I just wanted to say the day before whatever. It was a Saturday.
Why would you say Super Bowl Sunday Eve?
That's ridiculous. So
that is so much better than Super Bowl
TV,
Saturday, which doesn't exist.
So okay, the TV blows again, and I blew a gasket, and I said to everybody, "We're going to Best Buy." So we went out and I bought a new TV.
I'm so mad. I'm gonna go buy a brand new product of that one that I'm mad at.
I got a different. Yeah, I got a Samsung. Whatever, 55-inch. Now, but I called the guy who had fixed my TV and said, "Hey, dum, you didn't fix
this shit."
Right. So he says, bring it in. And it turns out it was the power.
Was it not plugged in? Because this seems to be a recurring theme.
Right. I unplugged it. My fault. He's like, have you turned the power on?
Have you turned it off and on again?
Yeah. So it ends up being the power source. He had to actually get a whole new power source. And apparently this is a thing with occasionally. Anyways, now I had this 55-inch TV, which my son says, I want it for my bedroom. And I said, no. But I had a 40-inch TV in my bedroom, so I gave him that one, replacing his 32-inch, which is now in my office. And now I have my 55-inch in my bedroom, which admittedly, John, is very, I have a decent-sized master bedroom. I have a king-size bed, but it's a bit, the 55-inch TV, it's like being in the theater.
Yeah. Is it mounted to the wall or it's sitting on?
No, we have a nice long a dresser stand, so it sits on the dresser. But I think I could mount it up a little bit and have it angled down so that way but
so you can lie down while watching.
Well, I can lie while watching it now. Now, anyways, but I don't want to mount it if the thing goes silly on me again. Then now I'm stuck with a mount with no TV. So, I have a TV in my bedroom again, and we've had it for a while. But it's 55 inches, and it's just a big TV. So my question then is,
I would have put it in the bathroom. I think that would have been more exciting.
That is no. So I do know that Sarah says she has a TV in the bedroom because there's nothing else happening in there.
Whoa! I don't think she said that, but anyway,
isn't that what she said? The comments scrolled by.
I think she said she doesn't use the TV because other things are happening in the bedroom. I don't know.
I don't know. I think she said yes to the TV.
Lewis says no TV. Scott says no TV in the bedroom as well. So I don't know how he's watching those late night bachelor-a-thons.
Wow, you guys don't have.
No. Yeah, no. See, look, nobody rocks this.
It's true. That's yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I have a TV in the bedroom, and I don't know. I like it. I am now at a point though, John. I have 2 extra televisions in my closet. I have way more TVs.
This is the modern age problem that you have these LCDs or new TVs just lying that accumulate, which first world problems. But I feel like that didn't happen with the old CRT TVs. They would get junked or thrown out, but I feel like people hang on to these old LCDs thinking they're going to use it for something else, like they're going to set up a menu system in their kitchen or something like that.
Well, you know what? So when we went to buy the new TV, I said to the guy, I was like, "What is the lifespan?" He goes, "Listen, if you were unlucky, 2 years. If you're lucky, 10 years. And I was like, 10 years for a television? Like, when did we accept that? Because you're right, those old CRT televisions, we used to have one when I was a kid. It was in like a wooden cabinet, and I have to carry it up the stairs. Like, I was like, 13, with a repairman would come to my house. We have to pick it up and carry it up the stairs and load it into his truck, and it'd be gone for like a week or 2 weeks until he repaired, whether it was the bulbs or the whatever, and then he'd drop out and carry the damn thing back downstairs. So like, it is a sign of the times. We just seem to have accepted the fact that we don't, we're disposable, I guess, on our
TVs. I don't know. I would never mount it on the ceiling because I fear of being
mounted on the ceiling.
You don't want to be that guy in the news where like man was killed when this poorly mounted TV fell onto him. How about outside by your pool? I've seen people mount TVs outside.
Well, so I actually do want to have a television for my pool. I have a perfect spot where there's no, and my wife keeps saying no. Now I have it all in my head because I could just take it off. I just unplug. I have the cable management under the deck. It's because I have a raised deck, so it'd be on there. I could be sitting in the pool. I could be on my couch in the backyard, and I could be watching. My wife keeps saying no, but John, I think I might have to pull a trigger pretty soon and put a nice TV out in the backyard.
Yeah, just make sure you're properly protected. All right, off of TVs stuff, because I think we've talked enough about your random extra TVs.
Well, the problem is you originally wanted to talk about VDs, and I was like, I think we should just not just avoid that. So, all right. So okay, let's talk about some things what people are going to be looking forward to watching. Has anybody watched Batman, the Batman in theaters? I know I have. I know John has. Has anybody else watched the Batman or plan on watching it in the next few days? Let us know in the chat. While we're waiting for that, if you haven't checked out the Heroes World podcast, myself, John, and Stu, what did we do?
I got eviscerated in this game that Stu cooked
up. Right, we did a Batman game. That's what it was.
And then we talked about the whole idea of premium movie tickets.
We did, yeah.
Like varying prices depending on how well received, or I don't know what you would consider it. Like, should it be based on the budget of the movie? The bigger the budgeted movie, the higher the tickets are priced.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
But yeah.
That's right. But we did do a little bit of a Batman. We had it was a debate on the Bat between John and myself. So you can check it out if you want. It was a little bit of fun that we had. So I'm taking a look at. I see that I think Steve is going tomorrow to see Batman. I know that Lewis saw it. I do think Lewis and Fraser saw it together. Scott, interesting. So Scott's waiting for streaming. Now it's 45 days. So Scott, if I remember correctly, I think it was like April. I don't know. I don't know my calendar. It's April 12th or 18th or something.
You didn't plug your calendar in?
No, because it was a Friday. I guess I could. Yeah, I was looking. I gotta plug my calendar in. Let me unplug the computer for a second while I plug my calendar back in. But yeah, it is. It's
that's what your new TV should be. Your TV should be that you should just have a calendar projected onto it.
So it is interesting to find out. So it will be 45 days. Like, let's just call it April 12th or whatever that Friday is. I don't know if it would drop on iTunes up in Canada. I mean, I know it's not coming to Crave at that time, but it's definitely going to be on HBO Max in the US. Do you think, John, it will appear on video on demand like iTunes, where you can purchase it for $50, or do you think it'd be one of those ones where you can purchase it for $25, or do you think it's only going to be a rental for $25? In Canada,
I feel like they're going to do the rental first.
Okay.
And then they'll probably simultaneously, however you want to pronounce it, release the Blu-ray / digital take-home copy at the same time.
Okay,
that would be my guess. To cash in on anyone who didn't rock over to the theaters to see it. I will say that I think there is this movie, because of its length, the 3-hour length, that some people will definitely be more comfortable at home watching this. I will recommend one thing: if you are going to the theaters, make sure you see it on a really good screen. I think the screen that I saw it on, it wasn't as good of a screen that I would have liked, because a lot of the movie is a little bit dark the lighting wise. A lot of the stuff takes place at night and things like that. So if you can see it on a very high end crispy screen, do so. Yeah. So Lewis is going to be day one 4K Blu-ray. Rob, you're going to order the 4K Blu-ray special collector's edition that comes with the motorcycle and whatever thing.
Batman helmet.
Yeah. I was going to buy that popcorn tin and they were sold out.
I see they didn't have it at Landmark. I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player. But I purchase my movies on iTunes because I have a 4K Apple TV, so I stream it. I guess. I mean, I know it's not perfect 4K, but I do. So I probably listen. Once it comes out for purchase, I will. I don't think I would rent it if it's like April 19th or whatever it is, and it's for rental. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to spend the $25 on the rental. I'll just wait for it to be that I can purchase it. But Scott has the option of being able to check it out. I mean, listen, it's not like you're missing a lot. You can wait for it's 45 days. It goes by pretty quickly. I meant to mention, and actually, Scott probably will be a fan of this documentary. It's called The Tinder Swindler. I watched that on Netflix, and I was like, I knew there was something that Scott would probably enjoy. So there you go. Okay, so I kind of lost track on who had seen it. I don't know if Gord
and Sarah have not seen it because their mother is staying with them. I guess she doesn't want to see Batman. That's fine. But yeah, like you said, 45 days is going to fly by like that. And this movie, while it was a fun theater experience, I don't think you're going to lose too much being able to watch it in the comfort of your own home on whatever 4K TV you're going to do it on it. Twinder Sidler. Yeah, this my wife was watching this as well too. So I only saw parts of it in the background. This is like an outrageous story of some guy who just lived kind of jumping scam to scam, borrowing money from like it was just different women, right?
Oh yeah, I don't think he wasn't really borrowing the money, but yeah. It came.
There's like two things out. There's the Tinder Swindler, and there's the story of something. That's a big Inventing Anna or something like that. This socialite that stole money because she had a name or something like that. So that's like two similarly themed things going on there. So yeah, there's a lot of watch out for them scams. Yeah, scams is what I want to say, right? Yeah.
All right, but you're not doing a great job of that.
Shut up.
All right. I'm trying to think what else, John. I feel like I said I've watched a whack of movies, and yet do you think I can think of anything of what?
No, because they were all trash. They must have all been trash. Did you watch any of the new Bruce Willis movies? Because he's cranking them out one every week, it feels like.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any of that. Oh, I saw John Carter of Mars. You recommended this movie. And so
I don't know if I recommended it, but I
you kept saying, you know what? It's better than it's better than what people expected. I quite enjoyed it. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't great. I saw John Carter of Mars. It is on Disney Plus if people have an opportunity to check it out. I think it suffers from an overabundance. It reminded me of the prequel Star Wars series where it was so much green screen and so much visual effects. It kind of took away from the story elements. But that's my opinion. Not a big fan of John Carter of Mars. But I knew that my buddy John liked it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. John, anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up for the night?
I don't think so. No.
So this week, John, is the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds, marketing genius. He put on he released a trailer, or I guess it's a commercial for, they call it Kraft macaroni and cheese in the U.S., but it's KD for us Canadians, where the kid who plays his younger version of himself is trying to sell KD, and it's going horribly wrong. It's hilarious. It's like 45 seconds or a minute. So if you get an opportunity, check out Ryan Reynolds' social media pages for that. But I'm actually pretty stoked and psyched to see this movie, John. Do you know much about it? Are you excited for it?
I didn't watch anything for it, so let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. I know someone basically compared it to 13 going on 30, but with Ryan Reynolds. So that was a great movie as well. So let's go.
Alrighty. I think also Turning Red is this weekend as well, John, from Pixar Disney. And it's been getting huge reviews. So I'm actually quite excited to be checking out Turning Red.
Yeah, and it is going exclusively to digital, right? They're not even
Disney
doing
Plus.
theaters.
Yeah,
they're not even doing theaters, which is kind of crazy. It is, I think, based in Toronto or takes place in Toronto.
It takes place in Toronto.
Because you do see the CN Tower, and it does have an Asian kind of theme slant. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Do you think it's going to have any music in it? You think it has the next
Billie Eilish?
Yeah. So next musical hit.
I'm sure.
No way in hell it can top Encanto, because that thing's a juggernaut. But
I have not seen that movie yet. So
you should watch it.
My daughter says she part way through and she quite enjoys it, which is amazing because she's not a movie kid at all.
Yeah.
So
Lin-Manuel, man, that guy. I think I saw somewhere he's on the list of like top earning people of the year or something. So good for him. He's delivering smash hits for people. Geezer.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with his geezer tweezers. Yeah, but March 11th, Turning Red.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's going to be hot. Jonathan, you'll put me on to Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime coming to theaters. I'm sure Steve might know a little bit about that one as well too.
Hey, you know what I did? Yeah, you know what I did? Like a donut. I signed up for Paramount Plus.
Hey, are you gonna watch Mayor of Kingstown, please?
You know what? I was gonna start it last night, but I decided I wanted to watch Ozark first. I will do it. I will say though, it's $5.99 or $6.99. There's not a lot on there, John. It's pretty shallow. It has 1883, which is a prequel to Yellowstone, so I'll definitely check that out. But there's not a lot. The movies are pretty shit. They did have Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe origin story, so I did watch that.
And the verdict is?
You know what, man? Like, I think there was moments in it, I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then it got bad, and I was like, oh, no. And then I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. No. But they also have that one, The Infinite Project, I think, with Mark Wahlberg. Do you remember that? It went
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to check that. No,
okay.
I'm gonna have to check that up as well. Check that out as well. But I admittedly, because Jonathan, I am kind of excited to see how this Halo series is actually going to play out. So
is it soon? Is that why you signed up for Paramount Plus?
It's March 24th. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you signed up in anticipation for.
Well, I'm an idiot. I signed up in February thinking, oh, I'm sure there's other things on here, because they don't really give you an opportunity. Like, they give you, like, you know how you go to sign up on something and it says check out their titles, and you're like, oh, cool, like Days of Thunder, all these other fucking movies, some of these TV shows. I'm like, oh, 1883, Mayor of Kingstown.
Yes.
You know, I'm not gonna watch CSI, but whatever. You know, okay, cool. I thought they were just giving me like a snapshot of their catalog.
Yeah, like the best of. Like,
that was
recommended.
Everything that you see in the
there was no browse rest. It was like,
there was like no more. It was like, check out other great hits. It was like list above. I was like, what? Yeah, it was horrible.
Gord said he signed up for AMC Plus, so that's another service. Like, what the hell? What the hell's on AMC Plus?
I have no idea. I have no
clue. Plus can watch the challenge. I don't know if that's a show that Scott.
I don't think we get it in Canada. Scott.
Oh, Blue Herons! It's like there's
a lot show of some Paramount Plus that you get in the US that we do not have access to up here. And I do not understand why, especially when this shit is made for Paramount Plus. That we just don't have it.
Yeah, all right. Sure. Gordon Sarah and a Creep Show. I assume that's something with zombies in it. I don't even have to look.
I'm not gonna do it.
I don't even have to look. I know it's gonna be something horror themed with that title. Crave only. I saw Crave has a Hugh Jackman movie that came in theaters that nobody paid attention to. Reminisce or something like that. Yeah, Reminiscences.
Idiot.
I debated clicking play on that, but I don't know. Yellowstone. A lot of people watching Yellowstone. I think Yellowstone is on Amazon actually. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yellowstone is on Amazon now. Jonathan Yo is referring to 1883. That's the prequel, and I definitely will watch that. But that is on Paramount Plus. On Crave or on Netflix, there was this movie with Ethan Hawke, and it reminded me of Reminiscence, but it's something like a time travel loopy movie. It's pretty messed up, to be honest with you.
all right.
Anyways, whatever. We're just rambling at this point.
Yeah. All right.
I got nothing.
What wants me to look this show up? I'm pretty sure this is a horror show, Gord. Come on. This is the horror show. All right. So this is like Tales from the Crypt or something like that. But I guess for adults, Shudder. So what is Shudder considered part of?
Oh yeah.
It's got some.
Yeah, it's a horror. It's a horror one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got some familiar faces in it. All right, yeah. Shout outs to you guys. You guys love the horrors.
Predestination. That's the movie. It's on Netflix with Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook, who is from Succession.
What's it called?
Predestination.
Something Destination? Predestination.
Predestination. It's an interesting sci-fi movie. It makes your head.
It's from 2014.
What? Yeah, but it actually it's a good watch. You probably won't want to watch it again, but it is decent. So.
All right, he's rocking a crazy mustache here, but sure.
Yeah. All right.
I do like Ethan Hawke.
Are we doing our resuming our 90s bracket next week, John?
I think so. Unless you guys want to sub in some other movies. I still really want to watch Tenet, but I don't know if anyone wants to watch Tenet at this point in time.
Well, we should probably just kick off. Maybe we should just gather around and get all the. Bring our list of 90s movies and make our bracket next week. What do you think?
Yeah, so let's go 95 and up. Bring your lists. Are we gonna eliminate stuff that is hard to find on streaming this time, Rob? Because I know it created a problem for us last time.
Yeah, we'll do our best. The problem is, what was that movie that was not on streaming and all of a sudden it dropped after we made the bracket? So,
I forgot what that was. Some people said they're actually up for Tenet. I don't know if you want to do a quick break of Tenet. Let's watch Tenet in reverse. Gord, you are a madman.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I still do want to do this 10 Things I Hate About You versus Knight's Tale, but
Jesus,
we might have to wait for the day that Rob's off.
I'll gladly take the night off for that one. All right. Well,
we're getting pretty good response for Tenet. Do you want to do Tenet, Rob?
Sure.
Before we dive into 90s, or are you just saying that because you're being forced to online now?
I don't feel bullied. That's fine. Tenet's on Crave.
It is on Crave, yeah.
Yep, I'm down.
Right, we're getting a lot of suggestions, so I guess I'll discuss with Rob and see if we want to lock in Tenet. If not, we'll talk about our 90s movies. And if you guys want to diverge while we're talking about that, it looks like some people want to watch some martial arts or Hong Kong style movies. I feel like that's on the table for sure, because we kind of skipped over them for the whole 90s, the first half of the 90s bracket. Yeah. So maybe we should pay tribute, or if there's something in the late 90s bracket that fits into that category that qualifies, we should go into that first.
Jet Li's the one.
Jet Li's the one. Don't get out of here. I own it on DVD.
I think that's after. I think that's the 20. I think it's after 2000. So.
Yeah, I think it's that's a definition of watch once and then kind of reverse time and unwatch it. But all right, Rob. Let's sign off. Thank you everybody for joining us. It was a lot of fun. What was it? I don't know, Gord. I think you had to rewatch it. I think the ending scene with the Papa Roach song was pretty cool. Super
cut my life in 2 pieces.
Those guys are all over social media just doing that song, and it's great. Shout out to Rapid Fire. I think it came up in our discussion. Yeah, I do own it on VHS. I feel like I would have sent it in place of some of the other movies that we did watch that didn't quite turn out so good. But yeah, now we're getting crazy, folks. So we're gonna save this for next week then. So look yeah, check out our social medias. We'll post what's going down. Tenant rewatches on the table, but let me discuss with Rob and see what we want to do. Maybe something else, Hong Kong movie. Super Cop. I would like to watch Super Cop again. It's been a long while. Michelle Yeoh is the queen. All right, Rob. Any parting words?
No, I'm tired.
Rob's got to go plug in some more stuff around his house that he forgot.
I'm going to take care of my kid with COVID.
Oh my goodness!
And hope to hell I don't get it.
Oh my god! All right, wear a mask inside your house. Best of luck, Rob. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Hopefully, it's a mild case and no one can get over it and be playing games or something else again.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
All right,
thanks,
guys.
everybody. Rob's got to go plug in some stuff.
Yeah, including
you guys
myself.
on the next one. Yeah.